welcome everyone to the Film Vault. That is Anderson. I'm Brian Bishop. We're your hosts. Big episode this week. Top 5 fall preview. Fall winter preview of the films that are coming out between now and the end of the year that we are looking forward to the most. How many movies you got? 5. A purist. I like that. Look at that. Anderson sticking to the rules. Doesn't anyone give a damn about the rules?
Why do you keep quoting that?
Because the rules come up.
What is that from?
That's from Lebowski. Does anyone right here give a shit
Oh,
about
of
the
course.
rules?
Yeah, it's Walter. I knew it. You texted that a couple days ago, and I'm like, I know that. I know it.
What was the De Palma? Yeah, the Phantom of the Paradise.
Phantom of the Paradise was assigned to us by Chad Ice. I don't know why you're bringing that up right now. What's happening? How did that come in?
Because I thought of Walter, then I thought of John Milius, then I thought of Brian De Palma.
Very good, Brian. Hey, I forgot to do this. I forgot to give myself a plug on the last one, which is a plug for Clever Kind Productions, which is Mike Carano and I are teaming up. We've teamed up, and we are a full-fledged production company for your needs. We're a boutique production company.
Ooh.
We both have our own separate...
You put the booty in boutique?
We do. And I got a big one. I got a big buffalo butt.
That's right.
That's what a kid called me once when I was in elementary school. Very hurtful.
Familiar, yeah.
My wife still says it to me every time I sit on the remote and it changes the channel.
That happens a
butt,
lot. That happens a lot.
So yeah, we both are very adept at working on the camera. We both work well together. We've been creating content creatively for over 10 years now, and we would like to shoot your video if you have small business needs or an industrial video or an event or anything like that. We've already booked a few, and we're continuing to book, so I wanted to throw it out there to the listeners and before working with strangers. So far so
you're
good.
Booked full.
We are booking stuff up, so
Yeah.
it's pretty exciting stuff.
Look
It's
at you.
a lot of fun working with Mike too. Any excuse to work more with Mike.
How's Keith Carolina doing?
Keith's pretty good. Actually, that's not true. He's going through some stuff, but aren't we all? We're all good. Of course, Mike Carano from the After Disaster and 5 Minutes with Mike and Miscellaneous Adventures with Mike Carano. Very, very talented guy. And my God, is he good behind that camera. So, yeah, I mean, he's shot every comedian you can think of over the last 20 years. He has not only shot them, but he's got a relationship with them. And check out our...
Including me?
check out...
Is that true?
He has shot.
I don't know if he shot me.
Okay.
But
I think he shot
we have a
you.
relationship.
Okay. I don't doubt that.
Oh, you know
he
what?
probably has.
I'm glad you bring that up. Our demo,
Oh, boy.
our reel, has Avery in it.
No.
Does it?
From Cult of Carano. Yeah, that's one of the shots that I use because it opens up with... I forget what it says, but it opens up with a beautiful... everything you see in our demo is stuff that Mike and or I have shot or framed or written or produced. I mean, it's all... It looks like it's stuff that we went out and got stock footage from, and like getting... Because some of it's really good stuff, right? But like it opens up with this amazing shot that Mike got with a drone out in Death Valley of wild horses running.
That's nice.
I forget.
Where can this be seen?
Cleverkindproductions.com. Clever Kind Productions. There's nothing we can't do. There's stuff we won't do, but there's nothing we can't do.
Okay.
And if you'd like to get a dialogue going, we got our
I'd like you to dunk a basketball.
range of our projects. I can't do it
Okay.
I'd like you to just stick to audio because I'm Dan.
because you're Dan. Yeah, do not.
right.
Dan doesn't want to
Oh, no.
see any video representation.
Is Dan the new Bill?
Oh, Dan might be the new Bill. Fuck you, Dan.
Dan the fan.
We're
For those of you who didn't listen to the last episode, there was a man who was very upset that we
go
have
back and listen.
a YouTube channel.
No,
and
fuck
you can
you. Go back and
listen. We cover it in the first 10 minutes.
Look at you picking and choosing, motherfuckers.
We do play to this camera though, more and more each week. I think we're we think of it and we say hello to it.
Where's Avery's camera?
He doesn't have one. We are going to
Good.
upgrade though to a 4K camera, maybe a wide one where you can see all three of us. But then that would put Avery in the middle, and
In
we
a
don't want.
fisheye lens.
That's not good for anybody.
If Avery's right in the middle, that'll put him above average.
That's right.
Yeah.
He'll be the third star.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? He'll be above average.
Buddy, I get it.
So, but yeah, we're gonna upgrade to 4K cameras for all of you because you guys all need to see the 4K, right?
When you get the
need to
when
see
you get
that.
to 1,000.
Once we get to 1,000 subscriptions on the old YouTuber, so please give us a like and a
If we
subscribe.
dip down below, people cancel their subscription. Do we have to give the camera back?
No, I'll
No,
come.
we'll go to 720p and go
Yeah.
from there.
Oh, such a waste.
720.
That's just a grade. Just keep going.
I might, put some black and white filters on it and make it look like Super 8.
Get the
Actually, people would
Vaseline
that.
All
out there.
choppy.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Hopefully my camera, my computer can handle the bandwidth of the 4K. I'm sure I can. All right, here we go.
I'm excited.
talk. This is always one of my favorite episodes of the year. However,
How many entries we got this time?
I think we're seeing COVID catch up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I am identifying COVID movies like I am in the fucking Matrix, Brian. I don't know if you are as well, but there's a few
You
of them.
see the code?
They're not on my list, but it's like, oh, I see how this got green lit. I don't know if it's true or not, but Don't Worry, Darling might have been pushed through because of the old COVID. There is a scene that takes place at the Cicada Club, which is this amazing club out here in LA. Have you ever been to the Cicada Club?
No, I've heard of it though.
It's like roaring 20s, and it's just
Nice.
stuck in time. This building, this
I
club
gotta go.
is all Art Deco and all of that era. It's amazing, and they shoot a where they had the big company party and Don't Worry, Darling.
But I didn't. No, I did not recognize the club.
That's the Cicada Club. Took Jillian on a date there many years ago, and
Look at that.
it's a great place. Great place.
Where is it? Oh, Pershing Square.
Persian Square.
Pershing. Pershing. Hollywood is.
I heard Persian.
I heard Persian.
Did you really?
I heard Persian.
I guess it's not technically Hollywood.
God, if I was you, Brian, I would say so many horrific things, and it's
Why?
like you just misheard.
Oh,
me.
yes, misheard me. Yeah.
So for the COVID movies, you're seeing just simply shot ones, just kind of
COVID
high
mov-
concept, kind of
They're
bottle films.
Yeah, like Knives Out, perfect example. Even
Yeah.
though it came before COVID, but like I'm sure that a lot of studios were like, does anyone have a Knives Out like or Clue like script where we can get a bodies,
Ready
bodies
or not.
COVID movie? Like we're getting everyone into a really big, nice, beautiful backdrop house, and they're all going to stay there.
All my friends hate me.
And we're going to test the fuck out of these 8 characters, and we're not going to have any other characters. Now my theory that Don't Worry, Darling is one of those falls off when there's like many people at the house party, and then especially
Yes.
the Cicada Club scene. So
Lots of extras.
Maybe they were filmed that.
It's a big production.
could be afterwards. Yeah, maybe
Maybe.
there were reshoots
Yeah.
after Shia LaBeouf was fired or not.
Or not.
Oh, I didn't talk about that in the spoilers
Why?
because
The alleged boofery.
yeah, like it as
We alluded to in the regular part.
I have a black thing on my head.
do.
I don't like
So
it. My
some
earphones
some headphones
are
shedding.
disintegrating.
Yeah, those are mine.
See this? This is
That's
time to
they're
replace.
well loved.
yeah. I'm really walking the line of like a show that's been around. It's got grit and a character to like just. This is a poor person's equipment.
This is a poor person's headphones.
All right, how do we do this?
What was the LaBeouf thing?
LaBeouf, just like because of all the controversy, and I guess while they were shooting, all the alleged stuff from his ex-girlfriend came up about him shooting dogs in the street. And
Oh, and that was during the
yeah,
shooting of this.
yeah.
I
But
didn't know that.
that said, after having seen the film, like it might have worked better. You know what I mean?
With the boof.
Oh, you don't know because you haven't seen the movie, but that's the kind of guy that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you spoiled it for me. I was there for the spoilers.
So I think that
I could imagine the boof.
I could absolutely imagine the boof.
He would. Yeah, I could see why he would thrive in that third act.
Yes. So after knowing what you know,
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
know,
Made
yeah.
for him. Would have been a Honey Boy style third act.
I mean, we all heard the video and saw heard the audio, and I saw the video of her.
I prefer audio over video.
Olivia talking. Dan only heard the audio, but I saw the video and of her talking to Shia LaBeouf, trying to bring him back because he was about to walk.
So I didn't either.
This.
Oh, there's actual video of her. Why I don't know, but she's driving home from set. You have to imagine, and she's leaving him a message, and she's rolling her camera on herself, leaving him a message saying, "Talk to Florence or Flo." And I think we can work through this, and I would love for you to continue, and please let me know. And I guess he said, no, I don't want to continue.
Wow.
And then she came out and said, I fired him, which I guess still could be true because he said he didn't want to continue with the way things were. And he's like, and then she says, all right, I'm going to fire you.
Hands are tied at that point. You forced my hand.
I don't know. Hey, a lot of talent in that Don't Worry, Darling. All fell apart. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go.
All right, let's get into our top 5
talk about movies we hope
fall
aren't falling
movies
apart.
that we're looking forward to. How much crossover?
5 for 5.
Let me take a look.
Wow.
That's not happening.
Has that ever happened?
Not even close.
Has it ever happened? And we
No,
might have been 4
not
for
even.
It
5.
might have
Not
been.
even
Yeah, I
close.
can think of at least one time where there was
Avery
probably
goes way
3.
back. So
There was the
Possibly.
one.
I think I can remember a three.
The
out of
most
five.
remarkable was when you, me, and the listeners had Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as number one most anticipated and number one at the end of the year.
Yeah.
That's never happened. And it'll probably never happen again.
Yeah. And then we get listeners who all these years later say, finally watched it, not impressed, pretty bored.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We just a fan fiction of a couple weeks ago. Somebody said
Once
that.
upon a time, I don't remember that at all. I don't listen during those.
We're all incited. All right, let's go.
Incensed.
Incensed is what I meant. Don't smack into the... Incited is just stupid and ignorant. And that's just rude, Brian, smacking in.
You got a little bit of Harry Styles here.
The bad version. All right, let's not shit away. Let's go. Let's talk movies.
You got a little third act Harry Styles.
Here's my new thing. I love. I don't know if it's a sickness or what, but like, for a while I had like nine calendars in my house,
I can say yes.
They call them calendars.
and I lived like in a 1-bedroom apartment. when this was going on.
Calendars.
Calendars. Okay, that's good, Brian.
not bad.
Great. That's terrible. So I had calendars like in every fucking room. Some rooms had like multiple calendars because I love change. I love when things change, and we don't get it in here in Southern California because we barely get seasons, right?
Sure.
So I get so excited the first of the month because all the art would change.
That's right.
Right? I loved it. And I don't
A
do
new
that.
fireman every month.
For those of you who don't know how to speak, Brian, he said a new fireman every month, which was very funny.
I knew a whole company of them each month.
Amazing.
I don't do that anymore because the wife, the Jillian, doesn't allow it.
Oh,
Yeah, she doesn't like the calendars in every room. Can't blame her. So I'm down to like 4, I think.
you restrained yourself.
I got like 1 in my bathroom, 1 in the kitchen, and then 2 in the garage. I still get a little bit but what I'm doing instead is I'm shaving once a month on the 1st.
Not bad.
Yeah, every.
Well, that explains this.
This is 3 weeks.
It's rough.
A little over 3 weeks, which isn't much.
No,
right?
it's like a playoff beard.
And then I changed my little Fitbit face on the 1st of the month too. So everything changes. You know what
Everything.
I mean? Very exciting.
Fresh start.
Yeah. You know how many times you look at your watch a day? Like, at least if you're me.
It's like starting over with a new wife.
It really
You know what I mean?
changes everything. Yeah.
A community that looks like 1950.
I was going back and forth. I'm like, new wife or change the face of my Fitbit. And I erred on the side of caution.
much less complicated than Fitbit.
I didn't incite myself,
No,
You're
you
not
didn't.
co-parenting with a watch.
nor did I incense. Yeah. The watch co-parenting. Hey, honey, good news. Atticus is going to have 2 parents after all because Fitbit gave me many, many choices.
Number 5.
All right.
I hate starting off an obvious one, but
You got dates here there, Brian?
yeah, I do.
Years past, I have gone crazy and allowed myself to have 10 on the list more often than not. Both summer preview as well as fall winter preview.
Was there not enough to justify this year?
We do this twice a year. I've learned from the errors of my ways. It's only taken me 12 years to figure it out, but I don't want to be responsible for watching all 10 movies
see.
when I swing and miss at times. And I've also started watching trailers when available.
Oh, look at you.
My top 2 don't have trailers. My 5, 4, and 3 do have trailers. So I've pretty much ensured the fact that I'm going to see all 5 of these movies before the year's over. These are the movies that we're going to be talking about quite a bit. We're looking into our future, right? Because these
That's
are the
right.
movies that are going to become things.
They'll be discussed on the show.
We're going to have spoiler episodes,
editions,
yes. As well as I have a bunch of also rans from like notable directors and whatnot.
yeah. Now, 4 of my 5 are notable directors, legends of the game, or soon to be. And one of them is a debut, feature debut.
Oh, look at you.
I know.
Outside the box, Brian. I got 5 almost household names in film lover circles for sure. All 5 of mine are household names. They're also all white males
Nice.
for the most part. That's I'm not doing that on purpose. That's just the way that it landed. Also, in the past, I've done by date because I didn't have the balls to like say I like this more than the other.
Well, how would you know?
I did this year.
Nice.
Yeah, because All right,
I love it.
That's it.
Number 5 for me. The only one that doesn't have a trailer of mine.
Oh, no.
So I don't want to step on yours. Well, I might be stepping on one of yours later. It is a director who would be a household name in film-loving circles. Certainly not amongst, your parents' friends. I'm looking forward very much to The Whale. December 9th, Darren Aronofsky's The Whale comes out, starring Brendan. How do you pronounce it?
Fraser.
No, you don't.
Fisher.
You're totally wrong. Brendan Fraser, like a laser. Anderson, I don't know if you've heard. 6-minute standing ovation.
I heard. Yeah. We've been talking shit about that for quite some time.
The internet has lost its shit.
But that's been
over
going on
Brendan
forever.
Fraser.
Oh. I thought-
No, about Fraser.
Yeah.
They were losing their fucking minds about really like the last couple months about anything about him or any positive story or him tearing up and we're so proud of him.
Why is the internet so...
He's being re-embraced.
Yeah.
Here's something
Yeah,
The Encino Man comes home.
interesting
The prodigal Encino Man.
about The Whale. Did you find it harder? I mean, it gets getting harder and harder, and it's one of those weird things that should be easier and easier, but it's harder and harder to research this as well as the summer preview. And I think it's probably because of COVID to an extent,
How so?
where the release dates are all over the place. IMDb is not reliable as far as a release calendar.
Right.
They'll have movies that are
yeah, I know.
September 30th release, and you click on it, and then on the actual page it says December 19th. It's like, well, what are you doing here? Don't you talk to yourself, IMDb? Like, can't you figure this out? Like,
I think it comes out December 9th.
it does. You're right.
Okay.
But I leaned on something I've never leaned on before, which is the Oscar odds, the current Oscar odds.
Oh my God, they have. I mean,
Oh yeah, I
really?
think they have them for 2024 even. Like, there's Oscar odds for movies.
Wow.
And The Whale is nowhere to be found on
Surprising.
Oscar odds. Yeah,
Really?
It's only for
anything.
they're not
For
doing Best
anything.
Actor at this point, obviously.
No, they have odds.
You're kidding.
They have odds. They have articles written from experts suggesting, this is a good movie to think about for these categories. Like there's multiple articles.
There are?
And The Whale is,
Nowhere.
despite the 6-minute standing ovation.
By the way, if it started at the beginning of this number 5, it's still going.
Yeah, we didn't do the thing, but we've been noticing the absurdity of these standing ovations for quite some time. I think there have been some that claim to be 21 minutes long.
They're absurd.
Yeah. And I was just hearing on Stern recently, like they just discovered this and they're like very upset about it. And they were going on and on about this 6-minute ovation and how crazy that is. And I'm like, a listener called up Stern to say that he had been clapping for Stern since the show began, like 3 hours long. And Howard was
3
very
hours
happy.
standing ovation.
I'm trying to think of anything I could witness that would prompt clapping for 6 minutes.
You know how bad your hands would hurt.
Yeah.
But we've done that in the past where we set the timer.
Outside of sporting events where like maybe your team wins the championship, the whole fallout celebration with the confetti, like that would last.
But even then, are you
15 minutes.
clapping?
Yeah, I was
for
gonna say, even then you're not continually.
You're high-fiving. And
What
that, but-
about 1945? You're like at the ticker tape.
Oh,
Ticker
VJ
day, yeah.
Day.
Yeah, maybe you're clapping for at
You
least
know
a
what?
half
You're
hour there.
Justified.
But it's not for
When you win a world war,
it's not for Fraser.
When you stop the death of 100
That's
million people.
I'm not saying Fraser, by the way. Okay, I'm saying Fraser. I can't do it.
you can't do Fraser.
I can't.
Yeah, it's
Seems
too far
easy
in.
enough.
It's really hard for me to get my tongue to do that when I know that that's the new thing. That
Do you say laser?
I say no. It's not. I mean, I could do it, but I don't. My brain won't allow it.
It autocorrects.
Number
You ever
5.
do that thing where you're like sending a text and you keep changing.
I did it to you just the other
duck
day.
to fuck and you keep going back and changing back, changing back, changing. The worst.
Why you gotta love typing fuck so much?
Shit to shot.
Number 5 for me. It's a follow-up to Mr. G. Inarritu's. That's Alejandro G. Inarritu's The Revenant. Talking Bardo. Bardo comes out December 16th.
Is this his first film since The Rev?
Since The Rev, yeah.
Really?
He's been doing stuff. He
That was
directs stuff.
2017, right?
I think it was earlier than that.
I thought it was the same year as Mad Max.
No, it came out right after. Remember, he did Birdman and then The
And
Revenant.
The Rev back
I think
to
it was
back.
2017.
I'm going to say no.
Was it not?
I'm going to say it's not that long ago, but I'll tell you right
You
now.
think it's more recent?
My computer is so slow.
I would be very
My
surprised.
computer is
I
so
think it's 2017.
Oh my God, 2050.
Oh,
There
shit.
you go.
Life is flying by.
Brian's ready.
Life is flying by. Life's just fucking trucking, huh? All right, so yeah, Inarritu, he's having a good time with this one. It looks like
Having a good time.
from watching the trailer, which is set to Eggman
That's right.
and the Walrus. I'm thinking
Goo
of
Goo Jube.
that scene in The Big Lebowski. I am the Walrus. Talking about Lennon.
Shut the fuck up.
I am the Walrus.
Fuck up.
All right, my computer's frozen. All right.
Why does this happen to you?
So it's here's this plot synopsis, if you must, and you should, and this is on my number 5, so I'll tell you what it is. Also, this is Spanish language.
Ugh.
Brian, that was so quick and authentic. I didn't like that. Oh, Jesus Christ, my computer cannot handle.
You gotta reboot.
I kind of do, and I meant to do that.
You gotta defrag.
All right, so Bardo follows. I'll tell you just from memory. It follows a documentarian news. Oh, here we go. A Mexican journalist, documentarian, filmmaker who returns home and works through an existential crisis as he grapples with his identity, familial relationships,
Sounds like a hoot.
the folly of his memories. Now, I'm afraid that, and watching the documentary, there's a lot of eye candy, a lot
Trailer?
of and watching the
It's a
trailer.
documentary.
And watching the trailer. Really?
Yeah, you did
Jesus.
say documentary.
Come on now. And watching the trailer and watching the trailer about this documentarian
Please don't drink on the job.
going through his life. It looks like it might be a license to fuck with the audience as far as what you're seeing visually. And there's going to be a lot of visual spectacles because in YouTube,
Sure.
he's going to take a lot of,
Liberties.
he might take
Chances.
liberties with the audience. And I'm just a little tired of the unreliable narrator. I have been for quite some time, especially if it's a 2-hour and 45-minute movie,
One of
which
mine
is the
might
case here.
revolve around that.
So anyways, Bardo, it could be a big thing. I'm absolutely going to see it, despite the fact it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. I didn't even get into the cast. It's not a cast that would be recognizable to most American audiences, I don't think. It's the lead is the narrator in Y Tu Mamá También. Daniel Jimenez Cacho.
Jimenez? I don't know.
Neither do I.
It wouldn't be Jimenez.
But yeah, here we go. 2 hours, 54 minutes. I inversed that. Yeah, very, very long. But I mean, look at this thing. It's just going to be a fucking spectacle. This might be his Roma, and probably is his Roma.
You didn't direct Roma?
See, that's what the video's for.
That was Guillermo del Toro.
You're so hard. You're so hard to work with.
Come back here. What am I paying you for? Number 4 for me. I don't know if you heard Anderson. Put your headphones on. I want you to hear this.
I can hear you just fine. I'm sitting right here.
I don't know if you heard. Steven Spielberg is coming out with his most personal film.
That's
Who is
bullshit.
that?
That's a fable.
His most personal film. It's called The Fablemans. Comes out on Veterans Day, 11/11, November 11th. Co-written and directed by Steven Spielberg. The rare co-written film by Steven Spielberg.
I mean, it's
He's
his life, so he wrote
he's
it
only
by
written
living
a
it.
handful of films, starring Gabriel LaBelle as sort of proxy for a young Steven Spielberg. Michelle Williams, Paul Dano, Seth Rogen, Judd Hirsch, David Lynch.
Lynchy.
Again, his most personal film. I don't know if that's gonna come up, or if that'll be in reviews or.
I doubt they'll mention it.
advertisements. Yeah.
I doubt they'll mention it.
Well, that's why I'm bringing it up.
Good
I
for
want
you,
people- I want
Brian.
people
Way
know.
to be
I
brave
want
about
people
that.
to know.
Look, I read that it's loosely based on his childhood, and they're just fucking falling all over themselves. We finally get a glimpse into Steven Spielberg's upbringing and what makes him tick. And it's like, if you watch his movies and you know anything about like the structure of his family, you see it in every single one of his movies. There's always a broken family. There's always a missing dad.
That's right.
There's always a mom who's
A
overworked.
dad who's absent to some degree.
So we've seen this in all of his movies, and now we just get to see the long form version.
Now you get to see
And it's directly about Spieley.
that's right, the source material.
I'm sure it'll be great.
Why are you putting that away?
I don't want it on the table. There's too much shit on the
Here,
table.
put it over here. Put it behind your computer.
Don't tell me where to put things.
It's
Put it
my
wherever I
house.
want.
Put it near the bag.
The bag. Yeah, put it behind you in camera shot.
All right.
Number 4 for you.
Fables.
Is it really fit?
No, fuck no. What do you-
what the
I don't need to see behind the curtain with Spieley.
Of course you do. But the
The
thing is, you're going to love this movie. You're going to cry.
I should also say, I'm going to tell you like where the source material came from. So for Brando
Spielberg's life.
Bardo, sorry, I'm melting. It's super hot in here, right?
I
Or is it
actually
just me?
tried to
It's
adjust-
less hot than usual, but it is a little warm.
Bardo is co-written. He co-wrote it with like his partner, who co-writes everything with him. So that's what that is. His original screenplay. Another original screenplay is by the best Sting lookalike in Martin McDonagh. He follows up 3 billboards outside of
Ebbings,
Missouri.
That was a long time ago too.
Ebbings, Mo.
With the Banshees
Yeah.
of Inisherin.
This might come up later.
Okay.
But I was socially hanging out with a film critic, an actual real film critic, syndicated across many publications, film critic, and she had seen the Banshees.
Oh, she transitioned?
That's right, and she loved it.
Because it. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The trailer looks amazing. It looks very, very cheeky. And it's got Brendan
Looks
Gleeson.
wry.
It does. Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson, who the story goes, they were best friends on a small little Irish island. And for whatever reason, for reasons we don't know as a viewer, Brendan Gleeson has decided to write off
For
his
reasons
friend.
Colin Farrell doesn't know.
Doesn't quite understand. Yeah. And it's got Shades of Calvary, which his brother wrote. And it's got Brendan Gleeson in it, which we don't have enough Brendan Gleeson in the world. I don't think
He's
even though
never
Welshman.
missed.
He's never bad. He's never
Yeah,
ungood.
that's good. I can't call to mind a bad Brendan Gleeson performance.
But In Bruges, if you're a fan of In Bruges, which I liked
love
In Bruges,
In Bruges.
didn't love In Bruges. I didn't love it. My favorite of this brand of filmmaking from the two McDonagh brothers is probably Calvary. Calvary is the one that had the most effect on me, I think.
I loved In Bruges.
In Bruges is
5
good.
points, 6 bowls. No, you've been pissed.
I should probably watch it again.
It's great.
I had a hard time
once.
following the because I'm a simple person and I have a hard time hearing the accent sometimes and following.
Yeah, that one's a little,
Subtitles
thick,
would have helped.
especially because they're drinking too.
Ooh, subtitles.
Maybe I'll find a subtitle showing to go see.
I turned the air on. Where are you going?
Put this by the bag.
Nice. Ooh, closing the window. Look at you. Bold. See, this is all on camera. Oh, we should take a break.
Oh, we
It's a good
certainly could.
Breaking now. Back in a moment with more top 5 movies. Anderson.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about our friends at Feels.
Feels.
I'm also going to lead off with a plea.
Oh, don't beg, buddy.
No, I'm not begging. I'm requesting. Hey, Feels guys, love your product. Been endorsing it for a long time, genuinely, and we have a nice relationship. And I would like some more Feels.
All right. I mean,
I'd
I have an email for you. You can
I'd like
send
some
them.
more. I'd like some more product. I'd like some more supply.
I mean, they will hear this because they get the air checks.
That's right.
They listen to them. We know that because I was reprimanded once. But
You?
yeah, they'll hear this. But I mean, I think that probably the professional thing to do is to send them an email. You know what I mean? Rather than a call in their ad within their ad.
Cut all this out.
His own call to action.
That's right. My call to action for the Feels guys.
50% off for you guys. 0%.
Paid for me.
Paid for me, yes. If you could send some direct product, but no, Brian's not kidding. Actually, I gave him some of my own
mints.
supply
Yeah.
while doing the live watch along, and it actually was on the camera, but
That's
it wasn't
right.
set up to be on the camera. I was like, "Oh, here's this for you," and you're like, "Look at, I got the feels," and he was like all excited and
shaking
shaking
it.
it. He was doing all that.
High quality premium CBD delivered right to your door. It's the real deal. Feels. Real deal. Feels. There's something there. Something there. Wrong
You
with that,
should
you
also
guys.
send them an email about that and pitch them your new marketing idea, which is
Feels.
genius.
It's the real deals.
It's genius. I mean,
That's not bad.
charge them though.
My wife's in advertising.
Go pitch it to her.
It
Please.
rubs off. Feels will help you out, it'll help you sleep. If you're like me, it'll help you with your anxiety. If you're like Andrew, you guys have heard us talk about Feels before. You'd be a fool not to try Feels. Start feeling better with Feels. Become a member today by going to feels.com/TFE and you get 50% off your first order with free shipping.
It's one of those things, Brian, where I just feel more comfortable knowing that it's in my medicine cabinet, knowing it's there.
Oh, sorry, man.
Where if I need to get it, you know what I mean? It makes
I've
me.
stolen that from you.
You know what I mean? No, I still have
nice.
the vials. I still get the vials,
Oh,
and
the
hopefully I
best.
can get some more from Fields too. But I just knowing that it's on hand in the house,
It's a safety net.
yeah, kind of like everyone should have some ibuprofen or Advil or something in case you need a little
Sure. Band-Aids.
help. for something. This is not like medication in that sense, but I feel so much more comfort knowing that I have access to feels if I start to feel a little anxiety kick up.
It's the real deal, like Anderson said. That's
The real deal.
FEALS.com/TFE to become a member today.
Deals.
Get 50% automatically taken off your first order
Feels.
with the free shipping. Feals.com/TFE.
Reels.
Welcome back. Another movie coming down the pike at you right now.
The feels read made me think of I'd really like the "Don't Worry, Darling" fan art of you and Christy.
Oh, that's not
For an
bad.
advertising.
I haven't seen it.
and-
Oh, it has.
I want third act.
I would like
Yeah.
to see that. Brian,
Like
third
to.
act Brian.
But on third act, Brian.
Is there any other Brian though?
How dare you? How dare you? I cleaned up nicely.
Do you?
I do. I do. I look good.
We
in
should
this
all go
suit.
to the Cicada Club. You, me, Christy, Jillian.
I would love that.
Terrible. I was joking. Can't believe you bit.
Pardon me for being earnest.
Actually, that would be fun. You know what? That would be good. You know what's not good is your
What?
light is no longer plugged in. You're down to 5%. You're about to lose your light.
Really?
Yeah, and then you're gonna really look like third act styles.
Did this come loose? What happened over here?
I don't know.
Is it back? Are we back?
No. All right, let's go.
All right.
Number
It is what it is.
number 3 for you.
Number 3 for me. Now I have to tell you, Anderson. I talked to the same. I was chatting with the same.
Where did you chat with her? Where were you at
a
Corolla?
couple's baby shower. I know. I feel the same way. I had to go.
I don't like that they bother the man with those things. You know what I mean? Just leave us out of
It
it.
was fun though. There were no games. It was just food and drinks. It was a good time. It's good to see old friends.
I've been to one and it was a lot of fun, but that's because I was a dick. And I was like, they had little word games and stuff, and I was picking out. Never mind. I'm not like it.
I was the only man at a baby shower once.
Did you get some? No. Why do I do that kind of
Anderson.
humor? What the fuck?
I did just sit there just drinking beer and judging though. It was fun.
A lot of judging.
It was quite
Any
fun.
material?
I might have to go back, dig the gold mine.
That's great.
Mull it
And this film critic, I was chatting up, having a good time getting to know.
At the baby shower.
Yeah. Friend of a friend. She explained she had seen my number 3 already and didn't love it. So I'm a little worried. That said,
Did it affect your placement on the
no,
list?
I'm still trying to chase the majesty that was American Hustle with Amsterdam. I want Amsterdam to be good. I need it to be good. Written and directed by David O. Russell, starring just a litany of stars: Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Chris Rock, Anya Taylor-Joy, Zoe Saldana, Mike Myers, Michael Shannon, Timothy Olyphant, Taylor Swift, Rami Malek, and Robert De Niro.
Taylor
Yeah.
gives me pause.
The giant ensemble cast gives me pause because I've been let down by David O. Russell in the past. I do love a lot of his work. Most of his work, he definitely comes up and gets put on lists because of his name. However, Silver Linings Playbook did not work for me at all. And so many people loved it, but for me, it just felt like he was more interested in getting the ensemble on the screen
Getting together.
rather than the movie actually melding. Now, a smaller cast, such as like Flirting with Disaster, is a fucking masterpiece. But I think sometimes when it's too big for David O. Russell,
Well,
like
American Hustle was a big cast.
but it was like 3 mainly. Like he really leaned
No.
on the main 3, right?
Well, there was of
You're
course,
right. There were
Bradley
like the B
Cooper,
stories.
Jeremy Renner, Amy Adams. Who was the other?
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. But I'm missing a couple of big ones.
That was also a period piece. So I guess Silver Linings did not. It just didn't line. It felt like bad act. It felt like
Christian
David
Bale.
Russell.
Christian Bale,
David Russell. It felt like Robert De Niro was like stiff and botching his lines. That
In Silver Linings,
yeah.
not my favorite David O. Russell film.
But like
He's
I love
very
I Heart
good.
Huckabees. I love Spanking the Monkey.
Actually, I
know
hate
you do.
Huckabees.
I know you do.
But I do like Spanking the Monkey.
Flirting with Disaster though is his,
It's fantastic.
It's his fillet. It's his fillet.
You know what term I learned today, which I should use more often? Chef d'oeuvre. It's
No,
like,
do not use that more often. What?
it means like your finest work, like the best of your body of work, your masterpiece.
Okay, let's
Of
just
which,
stick with-
for example, American Hustle is his chef d'oeuvre.
Let's stick with his with Noah Baumbach's fillet from Squid and the Whale. Can we do that?
Chef d'oeuvre might come up again.
Please don't make it come up anymore. But can we just stick with Noah Baumbach's fillet from Squid and the Whale? Because that works.
No, it
it's the
doesn't
same
work.
thing. It means the exact same
No,
thing.
it doesn't work at all because filet is not the best cut of meat. It's not. I'm a ribeye man. I go for ribeye any day.
Filet.
Give me that fucking marbled ribeye.
Filet.
Hey, what's more expensive?
Filet.
Nope.
Per pound? Yeah, it's absolutely.
That's probably true.
It's absolutely. Yes. But yeah, Noah Baumbach knows how to write a mean script. Even if he's adapting it from a Don DeLillo novel from 1985, but it's going to be set in 1985, that White Noise is. White Noise is my number 3 pick. Noah Baumbach's White Noise. Now, Noah Baumbach and Netflix, they're in bed together. They've been banging for some time now. So this movie's going to come out December 30th. And then 1 week later, on January 6th, it'll be showing on the old Netflix for only $19.99 a month.
I saw this trailer. This is feels like his most sort of commercially appealing looking film.
They show you very little with that trailer. So I'd say A Marriage Story probably was the most.
No.
I mean, big names,
Okay.
romance.
I think we're saying two different things.
Should have been called Divorce Story, but
this looks like it's casting the widest net. Right.
I don't even know what the fucking movie's about from watching that trailer. But it looks like a family. It reminded me,
right? With the big fizzy,
they're married,
fizzy
so
wig.
she's in a lot of his stuff.
What I'm saying in the trailer.
Yeah. I mean, it reminded me of Ice Storm a little bit, and maybe Little Miss Sunshine. Like I couldn't quite figure out what I'm watching here, but it's a story about a family and road trip, and we got all the regular players with.
Don't worry
Noah
about what's
Baumbach.
going on in that car.
But I'm trying to gauge how scared I should be. So yeah, White Noise is on my list. I'm assuming it's on your list as well.
Nope.
Noah Baumbach.
If I had 10, it would certainly be on there.
Is always going to get me to look at his stuff because of just Squid and the Whale is one of my all-time favorites, and the man knows how to direct it. Unless his very first movie, Kicking and Screaming. I mean, it was very raw. And so that's the only I think Noah Baumbach movie I've seen that I didn't really like. White Noise.
He did While We're Young.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait. Yes.
Yes.
Let's just not know. Yes.
It's good stuff.
You know what's not good stuff? My computer just not working.
Come on, buddy. Is my thing powered up? I adjusted the plug.
5%. It says
Holding tight.
white knuckle it.
Hanging on.
Number 2 for me. I doubt this is anywhere near your list. Maybe you're even resistant. I'm so excited to assign this to you.
Is it an article? Can I read it instead?
It actually seems pretty. This is the one I alluded to that may be an unreliable narrator. Ironically enough, since it's a biopic, a music biopic. Weird. The Weird Al Yankovic story
Jesus
comes
Christ.
out November
With
4th
fucking Harry Potter.
on Roku. Strangely enough, I'm sure we'll be able to see this.
No,
directed by
directed by
Eric
Roku movie.
Eric Apple. This is his feature debut, starring. I have Danielle, starring Daniel Radcliffe as the titular Weird Al Yankovic, also featuring Rainn Wilson as Dr. Demento. The trailer is admittedly bizarre. Did you watch it?
No,
You had no interest.
none.
Trailer is bizarre. I'm not. It definitely alludes to a unreliable narrator. Like it's like a fantastical version of his life. So it seems like they're taking some chances here. This could be a disaster, or it could be delightful.
Is this already out?
No, it comes out.
It says
November
initial
4th.
release September 8th. It's already
That could
got a
be
Rotten
it. That could
Tomatoes
be it.
score.
That's a film
probably
festival.
a film
Probably.
festival.
I have 11.4 as the. Wouldn't we be seeing a ton of
That's what I would think.
promotion if it was?
If you're
already
watching
there?
Hulu a lot.
It's on Roku.
Oh, no. It's on Hulu through Roku. It's
Oh,
not
really?
a Roku original. I don't think they've done that.
Okay, I saw the Roku channel was where it was going to be. I could be wrong. Who fucking knows with the
Maybe.
streaming services?
Really? Roku?
I don't know. Avery, settle
Let me
this.
see.
I'm not
Bad
claiming.
news. This was not the case a couple days
Premieres
ago.
on the Roku channel.
That's what I saw.
Just straight up Roku.
Film will arguably be Roku's biggest ever original film.
I mean,
Arguably.
I feel like you and I could we could submit this right now and it would be the biggest so far. Just, yeah, 5.9 right now on IMDb for White Noise with 246. It's very early, but I don't know if people are just preemptively canceling another
Those are
Netflix
those are
original
hipsters. Those are
movie with the
hipsters.
White Noise, but it has been playing at festivals and That's upsetting if that's the case. All right.
I should point out that Weird,
Back to
the
Weird Al
Al Yankovic
Yankovic.
story, is the only streamer on my list.
All right.
Everything else theatrical.
Okay.
Okay. What's your number 2?
Streamers, which is a movie.
Oh, really? About streaming
David Allen
movies?
Greer. Very good movie that no one actually talking about. Robert Altman made. I think it was David Allen Greer's very first movie that he ever was in.
It's called
feature.
Streamers?
It's called Streamers.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, that's not my number 2 for me. No,
Who's Robert Altman?
number 2 for me is a movie I have very little to tell you about. It's called Killers of the Flower Moon, and it's directed by Marty Scorsese.
Never heard of him.
And it's based on the 2017 novel by David Gran, and evidently as Marty was reading the film, he was like, I must make this into. I mean, reading the book, he was like, I must make this into a movie that stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro and Jesse Plemons and John Lithgow. And it's based on a true life massacre, horrific event that happened involving the 1920s that involved the massacre of Native Americans.
Anderson, I have the initial release as May 2023.
But that's what I'm talking about. Is it's very, very difficult because it's supposed to come out. Some of these are like tentative, and they're not showing actual release dates, but they're saying, and that's why I had to lean on like what the Oscar odds were, and it is in the conversation for Oscar odds, which tells me that it is believed that it's going to be coming out. This is not an April movie.
This is a tough one for you.
It is. It really is. But it's tough to figure out when these fucking movies are actually coming out. My research tells me that this will be out before the end of the year.
I hope you're right, because I'm looking forward to this.
What are you looking on that tells you what? March?
Google,
April?
May 2023.
This is not a summer movie.
Yeah, it seems odd.
It does.
I can't wait for this to be on your summer preview.
It's in post-production.
Wait, what movie was on my... Oh, fuck. It was on like 3...
Oh, and it
three
never came out?
No, it was on 3 previews in a row, and it finally came out, and it was just okay.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it.
I remember that.
I gotta find it.
I have a lot of also Rans. I got you guys covered with a bunch of...
Yeah, I remember. I'm trying to figure out... As you said it, I'm like, wait, why isn't this on my list?
A lot of people believe this is coming out this year, but I mean, things are just such influx. We've been doing this for 12 years. Never has it been so hard to get actual answers from the studios. And part of it's because of COVID, and part of it's because of all the streaming services and different dealings and trying to figure out the best. There's multi-million-dollar gambles that are being taken.
True. And there's a whole new world out there with streaming and blah, blah, blah. You know what I
they're
mean?
being much more
trying to
cagey
figure
with
out what
things.
the best strat is.
That's why I was doing the Oscar
Optimal
odds.
strat.
Let me double check that. All right, go ahead, Barbara.
We're taking another break.
We gotta take a break.
Yeah.
Wait, you got number 1 or 2?
1.
Oh, we both got our number 1. So let's do a little Emmy. Emmy's on.
Is it going to be the same? I'm probably not. Then again, maybe. Find out next. Oh, Amazon time. Where is Amazon? Yes, here it is. Hey, someone is tapping that Amazon banner to get their Halloween costume, because all purchased separately, by the way. Someone got a Rhode Island novelty 19-inch pirate sword and eye patch. Someone got a pirate sash, an adult tri-corner colonial pirate hat, women's puff sleeve pirate top, Luke Matten ankle banded pirate pants. That's the kind that tie at the ankle, and an LED Halloween pirate lantern, presumably to carry around.
No David S. Pumpkins?
Presumably they're going to go with David S. Pumpkin. Which I just learned what this was. So a reminder to everyone, and thank you in advance. If you want to get a Halloween costume this year, please consider touching that Amazon banner. This hits topandersonandbrian.com. This person did, and I hope they have a wonderful Halloween. Hope you get all the candy you want. Other things purchased
I don't want to be a pirate.
on the Amazon banner
That's Seinfeld right there.
include... Oh, speaking of which, someone got a men's Super Mario Donkey Kong deluxe costume. Someone's going as Donkey Kong. Perhaps does it come with the barrel?
This is just a lot of sexual cosplay. All right. If I know our listeners, it has nothing to do with
I hadn't considered that to just now, and I'm upset. Someone clicked through and got the Brother Super High Yield Toner Cartridge set for like $400 or $500. Thank you very much for your contribution. Just thinking of us. When I say contribution, you didn't have to pay anything extra. Just got your stuff and helped us out a little on the back end. Duramont Ergonomic Office Chair 2. Polar Aurora Pond Pressure Biofilters were purchased. Tribe Signs Freestanding Closet Organizer. Makita Quiet Series. Makita Quiet Series electric air compressor. How quiet can an air compressor be? Those are amongst the loudest tools on earth.
You could put a lot of padding around.
I guess so.
Silencer. They
Or
put
a bubble to like do it inside of. And also 2 Makita 18-volt lithium-ion batteries. 2 TP-Link wireless gigabit access points. Every once in a while this happens, someone got simply something called SSS2 2021. I clicked on it thinking, what is this thing? And it led to a dead link on Amazon. Said cannot be found. So whoever got the SSS2, 2021, thank you. We don't know what it is or who you are, but thanks. 14, Cable Matters power supply cables. SanDisk 1 terabyte extreme memory card was picked up. Best Tech 1000 watt pure sine wave power inverter. Rocky Men's Code military and tactical boot. Thorogood Crosstrex waterproof work shoes, and Cat Footwear Woodward steel toe construction shoe were all picked up. Lee filters, holder, that's your camera filter, a holder for your camera filter. 4, pull-up assistance / resistance bands. I guess there could be assistance or resistance. Vivo Sun submersible water pump. Blue Sycamore 10-foot patio umbrella. Funko Pop Fifth Element straps Lilu figure. That's right. That's Mila Jovovich figure.
Titillating.
Nice. Folgers coffee. Classic roast. Radio Flyer pedal and push. Stroll and trike. Riedel extreme wine glasses and methyl ethyl ketone solvent.
She is the fifth element. Here are the movies that were clicked through the last time I talked to you. Somebody clicked through already and got Turtles Can Fly. Now, I hope that person knew what they were getting into before hearing us talk about it. Miss Congeniality was also clicked through, which I enjoyed quite a bit. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves clicked through, as well as Enter the Dragon, The Way of the Gun. Oh, that opening scene is so brutal and fantastic with Sarah Silverman. So good. Batman Returns, as well as Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. The Bodyguard was clicked through, as well as Bullet. You ever seen Bullet, Brian?
No, never seen Bullet, actually.
I was bored stiff.
I know
You ever
there
seen
was
Bullet?
The car chase is great.
Car chase
but
is
the
fantastic,
story
but everything else is horrible.
The story sucks.
It was
ass.
shocking that movie is so loved beyond the...
It's got to be just the car chase.
But you got Popeye Doyle over there with the car chase, and it's fucking amazing. And it's a great story as well with the old French Connection.
Yeah, but there's something about. I think the car gets a lot of mileage.
God, I hated Bullet. So it was so. Dirty Harry was clicked through, as well as Lethal Weapon, National Lampoon's Vacation, The Outlaw, Josie Wales, The Great Gatsby, Chef. I like parts of Chef. Can't remember which parts, but parts I did not enjoy. Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to watch that eventually.
Why?
The boy is starting to. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Is Dragon Ball Z like an inside joke, like Dragon Ball?
No, the house was clicked. The house clicked through, as well as what they had.
Remember
Danger
yesterday when we
Diabolique.
talked about
Anna,
defaulting to
I'm
no?
trying to fucking do it. Hit the pause.
Remember we talked yesterday about defaulting to no?
Do you remember when I talked about you having terrible instincts with radio and?
No, I don't remember that at all, actually.
Do you want to try again?
Not for me. Oh, there we go. Anna, Now and Then, Mustang. Fuck to the yes with the Mustang. Red Sparrows click through X. Funny Pages, fuck to the yes. The Alligator People and Requiem for a Village.
Oh,
U.S.
wow.
limited edition. Hey guys, thanks for clicking through. I apologize that Brian was talking over me more than I usually talk over him, which is a lot.
That's true.
So that was
How's
weird.
it feel?
Not great. Not great.
Not great enough to change your behavior?
No, not nearly bad enough to change my behavior. All right, hey, back to the program. Yeah.
Welcome back. Time for our number ones. I'm very excited about number one. I'm a little less excited, I must tell you, Anderson, after seeing the trailer. When I saw this movie was coming out, I was like, "Fuck yes!"
Gonna sway you from bopping it down the list a little.
But you know what? It's not number like it's a little like dimmer number one. Like it's not number one with a bullet. It's number one with an arrow.
Okay, like this one right here, maybe.
I mean, like a shooting arrow.
Okay. Hey, how much crossover we have so far? Only one, right?
None.
None. Ah, look at that. What?
Number one for me. I doubt it's on your list, but I'm
What is the article about?
the article. Oh, it's an article movie? No, it's a feature film. Comes out Christmas Day, so you know where I'll be. I'll be seeing Babylon, written and directed by Damien Chazelle. His chef d'oeuvre, of course, Whiplash.
I can't. I really
Starring Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Olivia Wilde, Samara Weaving, Tobey Maguire is also in this. Like I said, I'm a little less excited for seeing the trailer.
Do you know why though?
It's I got Hail Caesar vibes.
It definitely got the Hail Caesar vibes, but I think I pinpointed what my problem is with it. Is it's such a loose interpretation of that. It looks like they went the full length as far as set design to make it the Roaring '20s, right? Which
We'll see.
but they didn't go that. And it might be a style choice, it might be an artistic choice, but it seems like no one's speaking from that era. Everyone's speaking modern day, which is troubling.
Maybe they. My hunch is they saved that sort of mid-Atlantic thing that people do with their voice for the screen.
So like it's the kind of thing where they do black and white for the flash. Right?
You perform. You perform.
Because like that Brad Pitt, like in one, I think he said something like "Hell yeah!" It's like I don't think anyone said that ever in 1920. I don't think people were going "Hell yeah!" You know,
Unless you're in a biker gang.
right? Like I don't, and maybe it's that thing where they're leaning into almost like Hamilton, where it's like we're doing this modern take on what the 20s were like, and that. The opening scene, which is Margot Robbie and I don't know who her screen partner is.
You're
there
talking about the opening scene in the trailer.
In the trailer, yeah. Like obviously, I don't know. Do you know what they're doing there?
They're listening to some pretty hyped up music
Yes.
and probably enjoying themselves.
Do you realize you do, right? You're
Of course,
not
they're
that
doing
naive.
cocaine.
Yeah, they're doing cocaine.
Okay, so the trailer opens with the Paramount logo surrounded by stars, and then there's a big sniffing sound, and the stars go away.
Oh, I didn't hear the sniffing sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The stars go away as though they're being snorted.
Oh, yeah. I pushed play and then I had to look at like something Atticus was doing in the room with me, and then I looked back. I missed that opening, but yeah, they're obviously doing
Quite
cocaine.
obviously doing.
Yeah.
Well, she actually has
They're
cocaine.
getting hungry.
Like, she has cocaine like on her nose. She wipes it away.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
I've seen the trailer a couple times.
it sounds like it. But yeah, it looks like a little Baz Luhrmann too, but not quite as slick.
It knows the words, but not the tune.
Get in there.
I'm here.
There you are.
It knows the words, but not the tune. Like it's got the same frenetic energy, but not the style.
Yeah, I don't want
Again,
the
we're
style.
judging judging on a trailer.
And Giselle has proven that he's very adept with the La La Land and the Whiplash and
First Man to a lesser extent.
man, that opening
To a
scene
much
was
lesser
great.
extent.
And then, yeah, let's see. I mean, Stanley Kubrick is not, but
Could be a superior.
all right, number one for me is a movie that was already discussed, and it is The Whale.
That's your number one.
It's my number one.
Oh, really?
Aronofsky has never ever completely let me down. The man makes movies that are memorable, visually appealing, if not disturbing. And
That's funny you mentioned that because even like Mother, which I did not
I
love
really
or
enjoyed
did not
Mother.
like,
really
is still
enjoyed.
memorable and it's still an experience.
He does not waste your time. This man. And everything from Requiem, from Pi to Requiem for a Dream is as uncomfortable as many of his movies were. This one is going to be The Wrestler Plus, I'm hoping, and it's based on a play that he absolutely loves from this man named
Randy the Ram.
Samuel D. Hunter. It's a play that Darren Aronofsky, I guess it was a hit play, and then Aronofsky loved it and adapted it. Samuel D. Hunter is from Moscow,
How about that?
Idaho.
Oh,
Learn
that's
that.
good.
That's weird, right?
Isn't that where
Moscow.
Idaho State is, or University of Idaho? One of those universities.
Moscow, Idaho. But yeah,
The Vandals.
and whereas Randy the Ram was kind of the possible resurrection, and I'm still pissed that Mickey Rourke did not win an Oscar for that because it might have been his last possible chance. And
Deserve it.
Deserve it, yeah. And he's just such a character, such a Hollywood character. He should have a golden statue, right? But
He might have many golden statues.
you got to imagine that Fraser. So he plays a $600 £600 £600 man in this. So he's large to begin with, And then I'm thinking they're giving him prosthetics, right, to
I
help his
believe
largeness.
so.
yeah.
They've enhanced his largeness, his largesse.
From all the 6-minute standing ovations,
That's a minute per 100 pounds.
according to that, he did a phenomenal job. And it's about, I don't know if you know the story, but it's about a teacher, professor.
Yeah, through his own actions. Yeah, yes, I'm
Very much like the
vaguely
wrestler. He's trying to find his daughter, who is a estranged daughter, who he abandoned for his gay lover, who is no longer with us. So he's now adrift, and for the person that he left his own family, presumably before, is no longer with him. So he's probably codependent, and now he's like grappling with his own depression, trying to find his one existing bloodline, which is his daughter. Very similar to Reign of the Ram and the wrestler, and I can't wait for the Whale. I cannot wait for the Whale. Very excited about the Whale, and it might be really depressing and hard to watch and something I don't want to ever think about again, or it could be Reign of the Ram. We'll see.
It could be both.
I love Reign of the Ram, though.
true.
I love that movie. God, I love it. And you look at Reign of the Ram and you look at the wrestler on paper, it's like, no. Why? And if you remember, he was supposed to direct a fighter as well.
I was about to say, we forgot to mention The Fighter when we talk about David O. Russell's films. That might be my up there with American Hustle is my two favorites.
Aronofsky was supposed to direct a fighter, and then he switched over and he made the wrestler. I'm like, what? Did you need a movie about fighting that badly? But now he was supposed to direct The Dolphin at one point, and now he's directing The Whale.
Wow.
It's a great joke.
Sea creatures.
It's a really good joke
good.
that I made just now, and I want you to honor it.
That's
I
right.
fell for it for a minute.
Sea mammals.
What is that?
Man
What
loves sea
is
mammals.
this?
All right, The Whale. 5-1, Brian, real quick.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. For me, The Whale, number 5. What is it? Number 4. Here we go. The Fablemans, Amsterdam, number 3. Weird, number 2. And, of course, Babylon at number 1.
Babylon. As Bardo, Alejandro Iñárritu's Bardo. For me, number 5. The Banshees of Inisherin. Inisherin. Hopefully, we all know how to say that, Inisherin. But this movie is such a hit, and it does so well that we all know it's just the Banshees
Maybe
of
it
Inisherin.
puts Inisherin on the map. Maybe because it's a tourist attraction.
Martin McDonagh, like it did for In Bruges. White Noise by Noah Baumbach is my number 3. Number 2 is Killers of the Flower Moon, which may or may not be coming out in the next millennial. And number 1 for me is Darren Aronofsky's The Whale with Brendan Fraser. But there's no Oscar talk, which is confusing. So maybe it's not coming out until 2024 or 25 or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Easy, buddy.
Who fucking knows these days, huh? Also, Rance.
Oh, I want to hear the listener top 5 first.
Oh, yeah.
Listener top 5. Jordan said it was a little difficult to put it together
These
this
preview
week.
ones are always a little difficult.
But Jordan Wolf's got us covered. Number 5, loose order. The Banshees of Inisherin. Number 4, Avatar?
Not familiar.
I think they mean the re-release, right?
Didn't even make Biosar Rants.
No, it's Last Bender.
Is it actually?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, really?
There's another one of these?
No. You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm not. I did not know that Avatar is
Avatar-
coming this soon.
Yes.
It's upon us.
Yes.
It's actually finally upon
For
us.
the next 4 years, I think Avatar is going to be trying to take down Christmas
I thought
and
it was
Star Wars.
2023. I thought we still had time.
Star Wars
Fuck.
has become the new Star Trek. You know how Star Trek's just fucking everywhere and there's all these different iterations?
Iterations.
That's what Star
That's
Wars
true.
has become.
It's kind of true.
That's what it's become. All right.
Really? It's finally
Avatar's here. That's why they just did the
finally
re-release. Yeah.
Yeah, but who they're always trying to. Fuck.
It's going to change the world, man. It's going to change the way cinema's
I'm gonna be
made.
so mad if I like it. The Munsters for number 3.
No way. The Munsters. Our listeners love
Munsters.
Rob Zombie. They love him.
Number 2, The Whale. And number 1, The Sun.
The son is from the director of The Father. I felt like you just know.
Oh, yes. No,
But yeah,
I came across
there's
this.
no connection other than
That's
the director.
number 1?
Yeah, well, loosely.
Oh, I got 2 votes.
People love the. What you talking to the goddamn? Your microphone is literally facing the ceiling, and you're talking like this. This is how you're doing it,
I'm not looking at you.
or your mic apparently.
Enough.
Dan can't tell what's happening.
Enough. All right, let's get out of here.
Gamble. Are you doing also rants? Gamble?
Yeah, Yorgos Lanthimos may or may not have one coming out called Poor Things. David Fincher's got one coming out called The Killer, which would have been like, number one on my list a few years ago. Sam Mendes has got Empire of Light, which will be a big movie. Todd Field, our boy Todd Field, Little Children, he's got one coming out called Tar. TAR, and then The Sun is on there, and The Fablemans, which has already been discussed, as well as Amsterdam. That's my also ran list. Brian, you got an also ran list?
I do. She Said could be interesting.
That'll be big, and then it'll be up for Best Picture probably.
Black Panther. I'm curious what they're going to do with that. How they're going to pivot.
She Said, it was a great trailer, by the way. There was a lot of energy in that Black Panther. She Said is going to be what Spotlight was to the Catholic Church's. Wrongdoings but no one's playing Weinstein. I don't think. I was looking for who's going to play Weinstein. I couldn't find it in there. They're going to use source footage.
In the trailer, they show him from behind.
This is She Said we're talking about.
Yeah. So I wonder if no one's actually like on screen as Weinstein. Interesting.
That's kind of like what
the role it's a possible.
Angelica Houston would have played. Would have looked like in Buffalo '66 if she didn't play ball, because. Vincent Gallo famously said, "Hey, I have your rights. If you're going to be a bitch on the set, I'll just get one of these Teamsters, put a red wig on them, and just shoot you from behind for all of your scenes." And he felt huge regret after treating her that way. That's how he introduced himself to her. And then she was lovely and she was great. Angelica Houston was great on the set of Buffalo '66. But that's how Vincent Gallo, because he was so intimidated by having a big star on the set, that's one of the first lines that he said to her. If you don't play ball and do what I tell you to do, I'll put one of these. Put a red wig on one of these fucking Teamsters and just shoot you from behind. Those will be all your scenes because I paid you for your name.
Blonde, the Marilyn Monroe story. White Noise, yes. Empire of Light, yes. Glass Onion, I am interested in.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's not Knives Out too.
Not enough to be my top 5, but yeah.
It's a bottle movie, a COVID movie.
The Good Nurse, the greatest beer run ever. You aware of this?
It sounds familiar.
Oh,
yeah.
Peter Farrelly.
Oh, yes. No.
Black Adam, I will see. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Spirited.
Yeah, we got more Pinocchio coming.
That's right.
3 Pinocchios this year.
The story we never get tired
If I knew that 3 Pinocchios were coming out in 2022 when I was a kid, I'd probably just have an advent calendar for thousands of days waiting for this year. It's so exciting. We all love it.
9,000 more days, Mom.
3 Pinocchios in 1 year.
Spirited and Strange World.
All right, so Gamble, get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to watch all 3 in a row.
Yes.
Gambling. Last week we gambled on Don't Worry, Darling.
Don't sweat it, honey.
The LaBouffe that never was. Anderson gets 58. Brian gets 33.
Fuck me in the go.
235 reviews. The actual Rotten Tomato score is 30%, we said.
All right.
Stoops.
Megan Bryan, the winner.
Stoops.
Sweet.
I could recommend this movie, though. Even though it's ridiculous and it doesn't tie up. It's just enough there. You can sit in that theater and enjoy yourself. Even though, like, as people who watch lots of movies and we can see, like,
38.
the problems.
38%.
38 is the
38.
final?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I guessed.
You guessed 33.
33. You don't fuck.
Okay.
I mean, you could do way worse, and it's a fun watch, even though it's frustrating. But I think a lot of people want to be as frustrated as you and I are when we're watching movies as often as we do. You know what I mean?
Speaking of a fun watch, I'm going to do you a favor. Enjoy the 95 minutes of light lifting that is Confess Fletch.
No.
You're gonna like it. What do we know?
I got to go to a theater to see this?
Yes.
2 weeks after it's been released? No.
Enjoy.
No.
Enjoy.
It's not playing in a theater near me. Can't do it.
I actually saw it at a theater near you.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. It's there's no word of mouth. This movie's not sticking around. Can't do it. Back in the day when they had like matinees, I might, humor you, but I'm not going to see this movie in the theaters. I'm sorry.
Enjoy.
Let's get out of here.
This week we're gambling on Bros.
Oh, we already said
we already did.
Guesses. Yes.
This was a uncharacteristic form of gambling. We gambled via text.
That's right, because people were already hitting me up about the Rotten Tomato score. I said,
fairness
nope.
to Brian, he was full disclosure. He gave us full disclosure and said, "Hey, I might figure this out before I should, so maybe we should give our picks to Avery right now."
True. Feels what's the word? Critic proof. Oh, actually, I don't know what Anderson. What did Anderson guess?
Anderson guessed 96.
Oh shit.
Brian guessed 93.
Oh no.
Current score.
You have a much better number than I do.
40 reviews. It is 95%.
Right in the middle.
Son of a bitch.
Impossible to be a tie, though.
True.
Now
if it goes down a single point, I win.
Yeah, and
What if it stays at 95?
when we say critic proof, which upsets our listener Hector there,
Hector.
what we don't take into account is
forgot
are
about
gay
Hector.
critics who do find problems with this movie.
That's what I was thinking. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, will like activist type gay critics think this doesn't like they watered down this experience to a silly rom-com.
I'm excited about Bros, and it's
wanna
from
go see it together?
It's there's queer cinema out there, quite a bit of it that we are not privy to as white straight males, right? It just doesn't come across
Absolutely.
our plate very often, and I don't know why you would say it that way. It's such a weird way to say it, and this is like.
95%.
Maybe the first big mainstream movie with a lot of, there's been others like the Simon movie and obviously Boys Don't Cry made up. There's other gay movies and transgender movies that have broken free, but I don't know if I've seen one like this with this much heft behind the marketing.
Oh no, this is as mainstream.
This is the guy that did get Forgetting Sarah Marshall and
Yeah.
Get Him to the Greek and what was that? I Love You Man.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right.
But you know the bar closed? James Beach?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The bar and I Love You Man. Anyone familiar with the bar?
We need to
James
leave,
Beach?
No.
Well, closed after I don't know, 50 years.
Where is it?
Venice.
Oh.
Like it's at the end of like Rose.
Did not know.
Hmm.
Okay. Was it
Maybe I have been.
could become a
It's a
Starbucks?
very popular bar. I don't know what's going to become. It hasn't become anything yet. All right, guys. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for listening.
I like this music. What is it from?
Well,
No!
yes, the listener art. Have you seen the listener art?
No, I'm not.
It's tremendous.
Wait, am I the corn?
Corn. Oh, dude, I need to see this.
Yes.
God damn it.
That's
My
good.
computer is like frozen. What do I got to do? Guys, I need help. My Mac, it's only 2 years
I
old.
can bring it up.
My MacBook Pro, it's
Yeah,
only 2 years old.
yeah,
and
defrag.
it just can't. I ask a lot of it, but it's failing me. It's failing me, and I can't live like this. I can't. I use it.
Have you upgraded the iOS?
This is it.
I have.
You got to see.
And it started giving me problems once I. Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Jeez, fuck me. Oh, God. Everything's going to hell.
I didn't know the beer was there.
That's not going to help the computer.
Oh, Jesus.
Do I have to watch this?
Maybe. I didn't know there was a beer.
Obviously not. I mean, it'd be a weird move if you did.
Aggressive.
How much was spilled?
It's all right. Maybe 2 ounces.
Oh, okay.
Here, show 'em.
All in my
Well, I
motherboard.
can't.
That's it.
I'm bound by the
gonna be-
charger.
What if
Gonna
Tim
make
Apple
better.
hears this and then I try and get warranty done on this and he's
What if
like,
we
no,
lose
Unplug and turn. I can unplug and turn.
it's got the juice. There it is. Who is? Is this Oxhorn? Who
My
did
daughter's
this?
trying to sleep.
Oh, not anymore. Get that daughter of yours
I think
there. A
she's still
white
trying.
noise machine.
Thanks, Jim Rutherford, for the fantastic art. As
Oh,
always.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Second Dam is the featured artist. Check them out. Anderson and Brian.
Look at the time. Thanks for accommodating the lateness, guys.
Outrageous.
I am punchy. I'm so tired.
You talking to me,
spilled the beer.
me and Avery?
It's because, you guys accommodated the
right.
late schedule. It's all because of me, because Atticus all of a sudden has hockey practice.
Loves hockey.
Right
man.
when we used to do the show. So I
Is
said, guys,
Jillian incapable of taking him?
she's gone twice, I think, and I've been there like 60 times. I think she's gone twice, literally, and I've been there like 60, 70 times. It's very cold in there.
Check out our Patreon. There is a bonus
It is.
spoiler edition
Fucking icebox.
for the film.
She came to
Don't
all
worry,
the soccer
Ron.
games. All the soccer games, she was there. She wanted to see me be the coach. That's why.
Here you go.
That was the main draw.
Don't worry, darling. Spoiler episode is up now. Patreon.com/The Film Vault. Check out the Amazon banner for all your Halloween costume shopping needs and otherwise. AndersonandBrian.com is where that lives. Instagram is Anderson and Brian. Facebook and Twitter are both The Film Vault. Thanks to all of our Patreon listeners, and thank you especially to guys who helped make the show go. Talk about Giovanni, Joe Woe, Jordan Wolf, Joe Mo, Jordan Montgomery, Mitch Burns, and Mike Cole.
Joe-O.
So bad.
It's pretty bad.
Terrible.
I'm sure that Jordan Wolf has no idea that he's Joe-O.
I always say his name afterwards. Invade the Decade is Avery's podcast. Check out Addie's Antiques. And until next time.
We do it for Van Gogh.